Yeah. Read from Canto 3, chapter 33, verse number 13. Nigamagalpadoror galidam phalam sugamugada drava samidam vivida bhagavadara samalayam muguragorasiga bhuvibhagaga Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam daivim saraswatim vyasam tadojayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttamasloke bhakti pavadina ishtagi. That's it. Canto 3, chapter 33, verse number 13. Sachapi tanaya yuktena yoga adeshena yukta yug tasmin ashrama apide saraswadaya samahidam. Sachapi tanaya yuktena yoga adeshena yoga yug tasmin ashrama apide saraswadaya samahidam. Sachapi tanaya yuktena yoga deshena yoga yog tasmin ashrama apide saraswadaya samahidam. Sa, she, cha, and api also, tanaya, by her son, yuktena, spoken, yoga, tasmin, in that ashrama, hermitage, apide, crown, Saraswadaya, of the Saraswati, samahita, fixed in samadhi. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: as instructed by her son, Devahuti also began to practice Bhakti Yoga in that very ashrama. She practiced Samadhi in the house of Kardama Muni, which was so beautifully decorated with flowers that it was considered the flower crown of the river Saraswati. Purport: Devahuti did not leave her house because it is never recommended for a woman to leave her home. She is dependent. The very example of Devahuti was that when she was not married, she was under the care of her father Swayambhuva Manu, and then Swayambhuva Manu gave her to Kardama Muni in charity. She was under the care of her husband in her youth, and then her son Kapila Muni was born. As soon as her son grew up, her husband left home, and similarly, the son, after discharging his duty towards his mother, also left. She could have left home, but she did not. Rather, she remained at home and began to practice Bhakti Yoga as it was instructed by her great son Kapila Muni. And because of her practice of Bhakti Yoga, the entire home became just like a flower crown on the river Saraswati. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanachalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamatiyam Tadadi Swapadandikam Vandegam Sri Gurum Sri Yuda Padagamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagradadam Sagadarvanadam Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savatotam Pari Jana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidam Cha Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostade Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanasude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhe Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So it's a very important, the last verses, how Lord Kapil Dev was narrating after the complete instruction about the Sankhya philosophy. He was telling, he is conveying his mother that he is leaving the ashrama. And now what's happening to Mother Devahuti? She is saying that she is also now received everything, and now she is continuing her devotional practice and attaining the samadhi, fixed in samadhi. So here it is very, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada explaining how a devotee lady, woman, should live her life. The Prabhupada in the beginning of the purport is saying she's dependent always. And it is very beautifully narrated by Mother Devagudi herself. She is none other than the mother, daughter of great Swayambhu Manu. Still, she demonstrated how the life goes on. She was under the protection of Swayambhu Manu as father and daughter, very lovingly, affectionately. When she attained her age, and to populate the progeny, Swayambhu Manu approached Kardama Muni, and Kardama Muni accepted as her as charity, and they on an agreement that once the progeny is developed, I will live for my spiritual realization. I will go on Vanaprastha. And she agreed that. And after getting 9 women daughters, and then finally Kapil Dev, the Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, taken birth as son of Mother Devahuti. He grew. Once he started growing, he is grown enough. Then the father, as her agreement before, he left the ashrama, and then now it is responsibility, and she is under the dependence of son Kapil Dev. But Kapil Dev, after growing some, and then he started instructing the supreme philosophy about the whole Sankhya. And then now he knew about the creations of creation and all what do you call Varnashrama Dharma. And then finally the devotional service also he explained to his mother. And then everything was spoken, and then he is also following his father's footsteps, and he also leaving the home. But mother did not complain because that is the nature. So now, and also she did not, not only she did not complain, and she did not say that I'm also coming with you, or she also did not leave the home. Being at her home, and she practiced the Bhakti Yoga until she attained the perfection, that is Samadhi. So this is an example. So in this context, we will discuss about the nature of women in Krishna consciousness, and how the Prabhupada purports in different purports and all other scriptures explain about this one. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, sloka number 40, Adharma abhavet Krishna prashyutyandi kulastriya striyo dustadi varshaneya jayade varna sankara. This is speaking about Varna Sankara. Arjuna is putting his all his arguments with the Lord, saying that if all these Kshatriyas are being killed, then the families, the women will become destitute, and they will be no one to take care of. And then Varna Shankara will happen, because the Varnashrama Dharma will be spoiled. So all men will be, the male and female, the composition will be in a large deficiency, so that the Varna Shankara will happen. When the Varna Shankara happens, then what will happen? The unwanted progeny will come. This was his argument. So in this context, we have to see why a woman should be God conscious and how one should be, she should be dependent, all that. The very psychophysical nature of men and women are different in creation itself. The woman is generally very soft spoken in nature and she's very kind. Soft spoken in the sense, in general, they are thinking men and women are completely different because women are hridaya daurbalya. That means their heart is so softened and they are very compassionate. Because of that nature, why it is created like this? Because in psychophysical nature, if mother is very strong and bold, like a so-called the feminist in these days, what will happen? They will not have a compassion to take the austerity or tapasya to take the pain of giving a birth to child only. Many women in this modern age are not ready to ill child because that curtails their freedom. So to speak, some feminist mothers are not ready to give the breastfeed, thinking that that will take away their bodily feature. But by nature, they are very, very soft-hearted. And that is their merit and demerit. They are very compassionate, they are very kind, loving and nurturing. Knowing all this, Mother Devabhuti remained to stay there, and she don't have to think anything rationally because she knows that the nature of a women. In many, in an outlook, it will look like it's an lady being subdued. Actually, it's a sublime. The creation of mother is sublime. She has very, very special characters which men cannot demonstrate. In very top of that, only a man can become an instrument to give a birth to a child, but a mother only carries, nurtures, and brings up that progeny. So for this, she has to be very, very soft-hearted. And there are many characters of a woman is explained. Mother Devahuti knew all this. That is why she accepted the condition of her father in the first place to get into the line of nature, to abide the law of nature, to become a mother, to give birth to the her children. Then they approached Kardamuni, and the rest is history. In every situation, her dependence is changed from Swayam Manu to Kardamuni to Kapil Muni. But she never complained because that is the law of nature. And one important character of a woman is she's very innocent and almost she is childlike, and she is very easily cheatable because she will start trusting one and everyone at the first place. She has an intelligence. That intelligence it's different from the men intelligent. Men are generally rational. They are not so compassionate, though they're absolute hard, but they are also compassionate. But their compassionate is different from others. The women compassion is. For example, when a man wants to have a sex with a woman, he just finds a woman, he is and he finds a woman who is attracted to, and try to win her trust with flattery words, gifts, sweet words, and many promises. When his lust is satiated, then that's all. Then he just finds an excuse to move away to get another woman. This is a nature from the beginning of the creation. In my personal life also, I have, before coming to Krishna, so it's very, very long before coming to Krishna consciousness, when I was in India, in the beginning when I was working, we had many friends. One of my friend's friend was a very industrialist and good looking, wealthy, all, yeah, what do you call, all attributes to a person to become very vulnerable in this society. So what this man is, almost I should say that he was a womanizer, like a, always his thought is about this one way. Whomever he see, immediately no culture in his thoughts because of his money and all this. Through my friend, I came to know about this man, and he used to come and say that such a bad person like this. One day, what happened? So no, my friend, he was lending his first floor to uh, one old lady, and her daughter-in-law was living there. Son-in-law was in her son was in somewhere in the Middle East. So this friend, this nasty guy who came to her house and who looked at this lady, and they were coming, and he saw, who is this one beautiful lady? Who is this? And he said, don't look at your eyes. She's very, very strict and very, very, very sincere lady. Your eyes is like that. You have cheated and exploited countless ladies. This lady is not like that. And this man immediately he challenged this man. If you don't tell her, I take a oath that in 6 months I will bring her in my control. What do you speak? She's a bank staff. She's very strict. He never comes in with talks to anyone, including me. I'm here. I'm the house owner. My father, mother are here. Let that be. Give me 6 months time. I will. Then, so to speak, within 6 months, this man, he find the lady is soft-hearted and hridaya dorbalya in general, and he started chasing her with all sorts of things. Within few months, he could see that they are traveling together. So what I'm saying is, we cannot complain anyone. That is the nature. One or other thing, who are the men are very, very expert in this one. So because of this reason, the women are subject to be dependent on someone in always from the Vedic time till date. If that is not happening, and we can see the consequences in the modern society, so much of chaos of the ladies are becoming so-called independent, so that what they're happening, they're thinking, if men are like this, I'm also can be like that. Finally, what happens? She cannot show any of her inherent character. What happens? The marriage life breaks very easily. Here, Kardamuni, when she said that, she did not even ask question, why you and me are going to get married, why you want to go early? If that is the case, if that is a condition, I will not go to marry you. She did not say that. So that is the nature of a woman. And then when the son also, at least you get married and live here, she knows that that purpose of the Supreme Personality coming home is not like that. Okay, this is very, very long time, immemorial time, happened this in very, very different yugas. But even in the modern age, just 10, 15, 25 years before, the marriages 95% were only arranged marriage, and those marriages were all immune with such problems because the whole society were witnessing and helping them to be peaceful and happy on all the ways. Of course, that so much compromises were made by men and women, but in the modern society, this is being completely driven out so much. Because of that, new terms like in 25 years before, in my school days, divorce is very divorce was very rare. Maybe out of 100, maybe 1 or 2, their lady came back because their life did not go well. But nowadays, it's so common. Even someone is getting married, the parents are waiting for a couple of years to see whether this will go well or not, and they're expecting any time she will come back. This is very common nowadays. And to avoid that, new terms, last 10 years, new terms in coming in the society called living in relationship. Not married, living in relationship. So she or he wants to know whether this marriage will work out for me. So for that, they are making a rehearsal for many years. And
that is a bogus, really bogus. It's very totally wrong actually. It's Prabhu, not allowed in
everything is wrong, Prabhu. See, when Dr. Radhakrishnan went to India, London, with his wife when he was president, happened to be his 25th wedding day, that day when he was there. So British Prime Minister said, what, 25 years you are living together? It's a great. And he said, my parents are living there, they're married together for 55 years. So it is a very common on bygone days. Now, after 20, believe me, Prabhu, there is one divorce case. My brother is, two of my brothers and my whole family is a lawyer family. My brother was saying that when I was sitting in office, one lady came, modern, like a old lady only, but little modern dressed. And she came and said, they were talking and she left. You know what for she's here? She applied for divorce. What? Divorce? How come they are married to 30 years together? All their children are got married. And she now, okay, now she has to adjust and live. No. She was waiting for the children to get married to get rid of this man.
Sure.
This is the situation, Prabhu. The Kali is advancing and we can see all symptoms. But the women is not dependent, means it is not that they have not given freedom. If we see the way in the cosmic administration of Krishna, the whole cosmic administration of Krishna is designed so beautifully for defense of this cosmic world, the material world. He put Durga Devi or Kali Devi as the preceding deity. She only took care about the people who she makes them, they are well depending on 3 modes of material nature. When we see this Mahishasura Mardini holding the Trishul in her hand, hope you have seen that she is sitting on a lion and one man is lying down and she puts that Trishul on his chest. What does it that man is all conditioned soul, and this Trishul is the 3 modes of material nature. She makes them, she keeps everyone under her control. So this is a well designed arrangement. And for their education, she puts Saraswati, no other male devata. And for the finance, his own consort Lakshmi. So similarly, this Lakshmi Devi is for the all good fortune, for the food, everything, for all happiness. Goddess of fortune. She is called Goddess of fortune. So it is the Vedic system which was perfectly designed, where Mother Devagati demonstrating But in the modern society, it is being completely exploited by the weaker, by the men to exploit this weaker session. In a purport to Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 4th chapter, 25th verse, in between somewhere in the purport, Prabhupada says, for the less intelligent class of men, namely women and Sudras. Immediately by hearing this, many Western devotees left the movement because Prabhupada said less intelligent. It is not less intelligent because Prabhupada, again, he explains in Bhagavad Gita, that we'll discuss later. Less intelligent women, the less intelligent women and Shudras. Shudras are the fourth class of men. They are not supposed to, or they are not requested or required to use their intelligence. They can be feel free to become dependent on the other three ashramas, so that their life is very simple and very effective. If you have a GPS in your phone, we can drive the car and go to the place very easily. If you don't have GPS, and then we have to lower your glass and ask, where is this street, where is this street, out, how should I go, when I have to turn back, when I have to turn left or right. This is our tension. Like this, when the system is very clear, we have to approach to the system. That's all. So, namely women and Shudras and unqualified sons of the higher caste are devoid of necessary qualifications to understand the purpose of the transcendental Vedas. See, even if one gets birth in Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, which is higher than the top Shudras, they are also forbidden if they are not going through the proper samskaras, and even if they are not from the Garbhodana samskara, the samskara are not properly followed, they also forbidden to get the Vedas. For them, the Mahabharata was prepared. Mahabharata, why? Because it is easy to understand the philosophy through the stories. The purpose of Mahabharata is to administrate the purpose of Vedas. Administer the purpose of Vedas. And therefore, within the Mahabharata, the summary Veda of Bhagavad Gita is placed. The less intelligent men more interested in stories than philosophy. And therefore, the philosophy of Vedas in the form of Bhagavad Gita is spoken by the Lord Sri Krishna. So the story, through the story of the philosophy, directly Veda, it gives do's and don'ts. It is above our head. Why did Yudhishthira this one? Why did Vidura this one? Why did Vidurani did this one? Why did all these stories give us as the philosophy through the stories? So for these people, better than understanding, reading the Vedas, this is very, very effective. That's why these are all given. In Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, 34th verse, a very famous verse, Krishna says, Mrityu sarvagaraschagam udbhavascha bhavishyatam kriti srivakcha nairanam smritir meda driti kshamam. See here, Mrityu sarvagaraschagam. In this verse, the Krishna explaining about the 7 characters of the women. In the translation, it goes like this: I am all devouring death, and I am the generating principles of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. The 7 characters of the women are explained here. The first one is Shri, beauty. So everyone can see the women are more beautiful than men. Everyone can also see that they are much more ornamentable and much more expert in ornamentation. Men are also attractive, but male attractiveness does not come so much from the beauty as it comes from the male qualities like strength, power, stability, reliability, and bravery. These are all the men's character. But by nature, women are beauty. It is very little that they have to do. So, irrespective of age, from this, a man by nature, biological law of nature, he is attracted to women. Prabhupada says, even a man in his conditioned state, in a deathbed, if he is lying down and around 10 attendants are standing around, if there is a beautiful lady one among that, his eye will go there first. He is about to die, leave the body at the age of 80. Still, that is the law of nature of men. The attraction, the beauty of lady is her weakness and her asset. And here second is Kirti. Her fame is also the character of a woman. Everyone knows how easy it to be carried away by thinking about, looking at, talking and about this celebrating a woman. Celebrating a woman comes in different nature. A devotee glorifying a woman is different from other perspective. If you see in office, if a lady comes, the male trying to glorify them, to celebrate them, on the back of mind, something else will be rolling on. Even a woman spend most of their time thinking about the celebrating other women. The women is like that by nature. This is why women are the covers of the most men's magazine. It is meant to be, see, in my school days, I remember one famous shaving cream advertisement. Shaving cream is nothing to do with the ladies, but the wrapper is covered with a beautiful woman. And many cigarettes, which in India, not the modern days, before only men were using, but many cigarette advertisements, ladies were shown. So it is their beauty and their very attractive attracts. So these are all the weakness in one's, the things which can be exploited. Walk, speech. Speech is the vehicle which expresses the thought. This is why Lord Brahma is so attracted to the goddess of Saraswati. So he took a Saraswati at his concert. Everyone can easily notice that women use words much more often with a much more fineness that man. Even in the creation itself, it is happened like this. If you see, men are speaking, in between a lady is speaking, even by blindfolding eyes, we can see that, we can understand that this voice is so sweet and it is coming from a lady. Why? Its creation is like that. If we scientifically check that, we know how a speech, the vocal cord, how it works. Under the throat, there is a backup vocal box is there. It is called glottis. That voice box glottis through which the air which is generated from the lungs and it passes through the glottis and the voice comes out. This is how we speak. And we regulate through lip and tongue how the sentence should be formed. But basically the air is coming through this glottis. Okay. And this larynx flaps differently from the ladies. That is why the sweetness, the fineness of the shabda sound arises. Men voice are rough because their flapping is very high. It is not so fine. It goes from 120 to 210 flaps per second for men. So it is rough. For us, it looks like a very large number. 120 to 210 flaps per second per it happens in the larynx of a men, but whereas for female, it's always above 300 flaps per second. So it higher the number, it becomes very fine and very smooth and very pleasing. In the children, it goes around 400. So the walk, it's very attractive, and Krishna is saying, that's me. And Smriti, memory, female memory is very strong in men. Even in they are very concentrated in their terms. Men are Bagushatakama. Men in general are put their thought process into many things. So all are weighed, and many times their memory is very weak. But everyone can easily see that women remembers details better than men. My grandma, if we go and ask her, and she will say whole our generation where we are living. Even my uncle who went to her and took note of many things, because their memory is very strong. They are remembering the things because they have very little things to remember, and whatever they think, they keep very strong. Another aspect of Smriti means not forgetting what is right and wrong. It is easy to see the women are much less dangerous and well behaved than men. Criminals are primarily male. Another aspect of Smriti means being thoughtful of others. See, because of their humble, compassionate nature, this is a very good point Prabhupada mentioning. Because of this wonderful nature of love, compassionate and all that, the crime rate committed by the women are very less compared to, if you go to, if you see the comparative percentage, I'm just guessing maybe 25-75, but because they are so wonderful in their by nature. And then and Krishna says other characteristics of women is Meda, intellect or prudence. There are different types of intelligence. Sometimes, this is what I said before, women are less intelligent, and Krishna here saying they are intelligent. The intelligence about the worldly matters, and the men are very good. There are different types of intelligence. One is wisdom, other one is prudence. One is wisdom or prudence. Everyone can easily notice that women are far less rowdy than men. They are less inclined to take risk. Another type of intellect is ability to communicate. This was already covered in the concept of work. See, their intelligence very high. In many of the joint families, if we see the small children, school going, college going, if they want to anything to be get done, they will go to mother. Mother, please, you speak to dad. He can speak directly, but he will go. And because she knows the best way to present and the best time to present. And by seeing her husband or father, she will understand what is her mood. That is the intelligence of the mother. And Dhriti means patience. Women have that forbearance of hold child within their womb and 9 months, and then pushed into the world through an opening that is remarkably small for such a task. They also have the forbearance of deal with the needy. So this is what he said. If the compassionate and love and the patience and the prudence, patience is not there, a mother cannot bear a child. She compromises everything, her sleep, her food. A pregnant lady, she knows that whatever I'm going to eat, it is going to be vomited now. But also she knows that my child in my womb needs energy, so I need to eat something. If at all 5% of food is stayed there, I'm happy. So the one who knows that, how many of the men will be ready if we are coming to know that whatever I'm going to what I'm going to eat now will be vomited in 5-10 minutes? No man will be ready to take that situation, but women are voluntarily taking, because such a wonderful patience and what their potency to be patient and to bring up a child. This is a wonderful character Krishna mentioning. And finally, Kshama, forgiving. Whatever his child or anyone who loves, she will see only the best part, and she will be showing her compassion in that sense. Everyone can easily see that the vast majority of the violence in the world carried out by men, women prefer to forgive and find a way to cooperate. Draupadi is the best example. When her all 5 children of her being killed by Aswathama, Arjuna was in such an anger that he wants to kill. And then in that situation, Draupadi is showing her kshama, that her forgiveness. She's saying that already I am feeling the pain of losing the children. And if you kill Aswathama, Aswathama's mother, Brahmana Patni, she also will feel the same pain. I don't want her to feel the same pain which I am feeling now. Already she lost her husband. So please do this one. This kind of kshama only will come to such a exalted women. So the women are in every sense are very, very special. In any case, they don't have to think that they are dependent, but that is the law of nature. In the childhood to the father, and then later in the school days to the brothers, and then in the companionship of husband, and then later with the children, they are well protected. If something is very valuable, we will not throw here and there. We will put in the vault in the center and the most protected room in the house. Similarly, the ladies, the mothers, the Matajis are protected in such a way that they are always prone to be exploited by the society. So they are protected by all nature. In the Vedas, they are saying the 5 things are to be protected by all means. Cows, we know that she's second mother. And elderly people, they are destitute, they need all our protection. And the third one is Brahmanas, who depart all the values of the life and the essence of Vedas. So they are also to be protected. 3, 4 are children, because children, they are yet to be explored of this world. So children are to be protected, and finally the women are to be protected. The women, in addition to being the source of inspiration for women are the motherly society of children. They are considered the child's first guru. The more pure the women are, the better the progeny are. Unwanted and impure progeny gives rise to hellish society, criminals, rogues, and generally self-centered, four-legged animals. Wife of pure woman, human civilized is doomed. So women are the very important. They are the first guru for the children. And she will be very, very, very compassionate to even to rogues and rascals. Their mother will be very, very compassionate to them. If a man, a rascal who is the antisocial element, even if he killed 10 people brutally, and some reporter go and ask his mother, what do you say about your mother? He is a nice man only. Sometimes he is going angry and doing is going out of his mind. He will never say that he's a rascal, kill him. I don't want to see such a person. He killed this. She will never say this one. After all, he is my mother. So this is the nature of mother. So women, however, are helpless. 9 out of the 10 of the women cannot protect herself from a rape or other kind of physical assault. Moreover, women are generally have a more trusting mentality like children. That is the problem for them. Tend to put their attention towards those who pay them attention. If someone has come and tried to exploit, they cannot understand that they are exploiting. But finally, they fell prey to them. Thus, an ill-motivated man can easily woo a woman into relationship that is not the best interest of the woman. He can even leave her unwanted accidental child. On a broader scale, ill-motivated man can covertly cheat woman. This is what we discussed. So it is their dhaurbalya. So she has to be always protected as Mother Devahuti is being protected as described here in Prabhupada's purport. She was being protected by Swayambhu Manu in the beginning, and then by Kardava Muni, and then later by Kapil Dev. And now she is in her last days, she is doing a devotional service in the very ashrama where she lived for all life, and then finally she is going for Samadhi. Hare Krishna, Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.
Very nicely done, Prabhu. So nicely. You analyze so many things about women, their nature, their characteristics, in Kali Yuga perspective, what all they are doing. But I find there are some nasty ladies also there in the Western countries. You find also in India, they are trying to just somehow show their beauty, attraction, and somehow buy the women. So it is happening from both sides, and it is the only way. Krishna consciousness is the only answer. Nothing else can give solution.
Yes,
It will
Prabhu.
keep
This is
continuing.
if it is not like that, then it will not be Kali, Prabhu. If this is the influence of Kali, it will happen like this. So only those who understand the nature of Kali, then they will act accordingly. Otherwise, if we see many interviews, the feminist ladies or even so-called very rich people, what they talk is really nasty. We cannot even discuss such things. Such demoralized the society is. Hare Krishna.
But this live-in relationship should not be allowed at all in anywhere, because what will happen is the losers are the women only. They will just say, we'll say for 1 year and go. And in 1 year, something will happen. Then that person say, I've agreed for 1 year. So don't stop me. I already agreed. And she doesn't know whether to murder that child or how to have the child with no father. So I think
Happening,
the
Prabhu.
woman,
We cannot say, Prabhu, when the Kali is going, bygone days, it was an offense, and nowadays it is legal, it has legal protection by the Supreme Court.
but what is the protection for the woman? What is the protection by doing that? She's only getting exposed.
They have to understand that, because they are the losers and they don't care. The infanticide, they want to kill the brawn inside their womb. They don't care. So many things, Prabhu, and then so many protections not to get carried away. All that they see, it's not like old days, Prabhu. Even they can live 10 years without any issues, because they know how to protect themselves.
But here only the less intelligent exposed, they're less intelligent because they are going to get more affected. The male can just keep on fly by night, they'll go here and there.
Last year, Supreme Court of India gave a verdict. If a woman is being voluntarily, willfully, without her will, if a husband is trying to enjoy, it's considered as rape. At the same time, no, I'm not completing. At the same time, if she and an other ex-person, willfully they are having relationship, that is allowed. If they found, if both are on their interest, it cannot be if a police catches them, we both are agreed, it is not an aggression, then nobody can take case. Oh, you are married, she is married. Court cannot intervene. Court cannot intervene. This not happen in Europe, Prabhu. It is happening in India. So this is all the what is the situation in the domestic violence. Okay, we do agree that also cannot be happen. If it is relationship, mean it should come from the mind, and they should be happily indulgent in that. If somebody is forcibly doing, that is rape. I vouch that. But if somebody is having extramarital and if it has legal support, that is very, very insane. But we have to live with that. That is what happening in the world now. So we have to go back to the books, basic books, what our Vedic scriptures say how to live. Then they are safe. That ladies, that women are protected and they are safe. Hare Krishna. You have any thought about it?
Nothing. Only Kali Yuga in full action. That's all.
Yeah, Kali, not full action, Prabhu, just started. 432 years is the Kali's period, and now we are in 5,300 years. Then you imagine.
So what all going to happen?
Now it is a golden period. Now it is
For the
actually
Bhakti. First 10,000 years of the Kali is the golden period for Bhakti. Then these books will be burnt up only. No, nothing will be there. Only Kali will be flourishing everywhere.
9,500 years are there. At least there is some Prabhupada, some books.
We are talking about 25 years before the divorce and the living in relationship were not there. Forget about after 25 years, what will be the case? We cannot imagine.
There will be two categories. One following some guidelines and scriptures and all that. Another, nothing. That's all.
That percentage will keep diminishing, Prabhu. See, that's what I'm saying before. 2-3% only. You agree that, no, Prabhu? In your childhood, how much percentage of divorce were happening?
Very less. 1%, 2%.
2%, 3%. That also have a very, very strong reasons. Now, very, very, very less. My husband is not earning much. My husband is yeah. He's a fool. He's not earning. I have to earn, and why should I look after him? Okay, better be my so much.
But what happens to the children, Prabhu? How they will also follow the same route.
They don't care, Prabhu. They don't care. I don't know the name. I know a couple who were living there. They slowly they separated. That lady got married. The son, that lady's children are studying in colleges, and she doesn't care. I have to live my life. I don't care about him. Oh, if he wants me as mother, I'm there always.
Sure.
And she got married someone who, and they are happily living. Second marriage. So it is very so unfortunate that they.
What Prabhupada says, cats and dogs life is the same thing happening now. Cats and dogs.
Yeah, those who stick into Vedic principles, they are lucky. They have to be immune and they have to proceed their life. Hare Krishna.
But probably in spite of in the Krishna consciousness also, people are there. Still, the lust is so strong. They fall also, no? It's not that.
Because Prabhu, Tirthakara Prabhu was giving a class here. When Matajis were sitting on side, Prabhus were sitting. The Prabhu is so beautiful, looking a very man. And Prabhu was saying class, giving class, he said, do you think that I don't have this feeling? I'm looking at this Mataji is looking so beautiful, and I am too attracted. Do you think that I don't have? I have. And then I put my shields in front. No. I know she's a beautiful lady. On above that, she's a mother. Above that, she's a soul. And I also a soul. I am not this body. And this soul and that soul is fighting a fight in this Kali Yuga to reach Krishna. So, like that, I have to put my thought in every moment. Otherwise, I will fall down.
Very true. Very true.
Very true. Every moment. Otherwise, the falling down will happen very naturally. If how much ever I am strong, some other one comes and back and touches me, God, simply. Then I have to imagine myself, please don't come closer to me, go out. Even if she comes innocently. Because falling down is very natural. Manaka came purposely. Not even Vishwamitra looked at him. So, okay, why should we give Vedic example? Present day, this all can happen.
Very
Age is not a
obstacle.
matter at all. For this sake, Prabhu, as I told in this, age is not a matter at all. Prabhupada says at the age of 80 also this can come. I saw one video, one Christian father was giving a class. When this lusty desire will, one person is asking a Christian church father, when this lust desire will come, will go from the man. He said,
No.
maybe 10 minutes after he dies.
Very correct.
He's
Not
not
even
saying
10
that,
minutes before.
and he's not saying that until he dies. He's saying that lusty desire will stay there even after he dies. 10 minutes after he dies, the lusty desire will go. Come on, he's very true, Prabhu. This father was saying everybody is laughing. He said it's not love. It is what, this is what I'm saying. So please be careful. Hare Krishna.
Super. Very, very good point discussed. But I don't find any solution happening unless you're totally surrendered and following. It cannot happen.
Prabhu, be in satsang, be in sadhana, remind this very, very dangerous, vulnerable element every moment.
This was a good point you told. This was a good point. Sealed in front.
Yeah, we have to bring our shield every moment.
He's a mother and a soul. He is a soul.
Yeah.
And both the soul are fighting to go back to Krishna.
In our satsang, if someone ladies comes, the first thing is she's a lady. That's a woman. First thing it will come. And then we have to start putting one after other shields in front of us. Oh, then Pranam Mataji. Prabhupada says, we must mingle as minimum as possible with the Mataji. In satsang, if after nursing Ardi, Prabhu's, if we take that cotton swab to give to the Matajis, when come to the mother's side, give it to some girls, and please, because that is enough. Seeing the palm is enough. Something very dangerous.
You told that brahmacharis don't see the woman, that is better. I think. What they're doing is correct.
Yeah. One brahmachari, whenever my sister only said, in their congregation, Coimbatore temple, he looks like a very weird person. Whenever it comes to Mataji's, what happened to Prabhupada flowers and the Jagannath flower, he'll look at the wall and hear roof. He will never look at Mataji's are sitting there, and he will never look at us, and he will ask, okay, did you keep in that fish? Okay, I will take that. You will go. And this very Prabhu, in this very same forum, I asked him to come and give a Bhagavad Gita, like a Bhagavatam lecture. Prabhu, he was giving. In that purport, in 2-3 places, the words sex came. Sex came. That Prabhu, how he did know? He skipped that. When he said, like a Prabhupada said, like a sex is an very vulnerable, like that. How the Prabhu will it? That is very vulnerable, Prabhupada said. Wherever that word comes, he will put that. He will not even utter that word. Because I did not ask him why the reason, but he's saying, I want to protect myself. That is his idea. This very same Prabhu. So it is very, very risky, Prabhu. So that is the nature, and we have to remind ourselves every moment. In the age and day of Kali Yuga, this social media, it is very, very easy to jump. If you see one nice kirtan by Mataji, and then nice kirtan, nice voice, and then the next video will come, another beautiful lady, and then next beautiful lady, only kirtan gone, and then beautiful lady with a less dress. Where the kirtan? Kirtan gone. Now, because this algorithm of the social media is like that, the internet will see what is our interest and it will try to pull. If we avoid that, then again the kirtans will start coming. You understand? If you one click, even you don't, even if we don't click, Prabhu, if you are holding it for sometimes, even if you are delaying moving that, it will understand that you have interest on that.
Prabhu, even if you're hearing some Amarendra Prabhu's class, below something else is coming.
Well, it will come. If you, that's what I'm saying. If something else coming, Prabhu, if you push that immediately, it will understand that it's not your interest. If you hold it for a few minutes, read, and if you click it, next is for sure that interest will. If you have not clicked it, still it will give you one or two to test your. That's how it is made.
I think the people who made the algorithm also read Bhagavatam. They understood this weakness.
Yeah. Prabhu, I went to beach in Alkan beach area. We were walking, and I'm getting message in my mobile that where the people are fishing, and I'm getting an advertisement, fishing rods where you can get and all that. I did not type anything. They know that where I'm standing, what is the importance of that place through GPS. It is coming. So how vulnerable it is. See that. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
If I tell this to my classmates, they will just laugh at me. Me and the hospital, the classmates.
Yeah. First we have to immune ourselves, protect ourselves, and try to give this shield to everyone who are interested to get shielded. Okay, Prabhu. Pranam Anita Mataji. After a long time, I'm seeing you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank
Mataji
you so much.
is so busy with
I just
Bhakti
wanted to. No, Prabhuji, nothing busy at all. I'm just wasting my time. Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask about this notes which you have prepared for about the importance of women. It was really very nice, Prabhuji. So, because in various purports, we see that women are less intelligent, which is specified, right? So, by Prabhupada. So, that is a question of various, means like many Matajis, why Prabhupada is given like this? Are we like that? So, like that, they ask. We have Chaitanya Charan Prabhuji's class also mentioning about this less intelligent, the word of less intelligent. He has given a very nice lecture about that. But still, no, Matajis are like, they are not convinced. So, in short, we can say that women are emotional, like how you said about Draupadi. So, they are very compassionate and they're very emotional.
Sensitive.
So, yeah, so and also he told various characteristics of women, which Prabhupada has specified, and you explained it so well. So I just want some notes on it, Prabhuji.
I will send you the notes.
To discuss with Mataji's.
I'll send you.
Prabhu, send me also.
Thank you.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah, about the YouTube which you told is 100% true. Our database is now with them only. It is not with us. So wherever we go, they will. I heard from one Mataji, Adigadada Prabhuji, in his class, he was saying that the previous day he was watching some. He is a very very pure devotee. He was watching one YouTube shorts about the geographic channel. So in that he was just scrolling down. So the same related he was seeing, and it seems like 1 hour has passed and he didn't realize about it. So then he just told to himself that I should delete this YouTube now itself, and he did that also. So this he claimed in his class. He told to his students who were taking Bhakti Vaibhav. So that was really amazing to see such a pure devotee who is not at all See, he's realizing, right? So for me, and all, if I see, I will keep on seeing. So it's like that.
Nobody is
Like that.
beyond of
If
that.
you,
No, the spiritual things, why those things are, I don't understand. I am seeing only Rajnath Maharaj. Suddenly something, why they are putting the, I don't understand. How they, why
Suddenly
that
it will
should
not
come?
come, Prabhu. It will, how it will come, no? It will something related to that first will come.
Oh.
Then it slowly, it will switch you from one thought to other.
see,
Okay, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, if you take in my house, in my YouTube channel, my son is also connected. So he
Yeah.
will be seeing some games or some videos and all will be there. So when I see, my videos will be there. So what happens if for a few days, if I don't see, his videos will be popping for me. So
Yeah,
it's like
because in
that.
same IP number, they know that in this IP number, these people are
Yeah.
interested in this.
Yeah, correct. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So please, whenever you get time, please join Mataji. Yesterday only I was thinking, and you are today there.
Haribo, I'm not a single day thinking about you, Prabhuji. I really miss these classes because now we started the summer camp and I got the service to manage that. So and then Brahma Samhita also is going on. So in that
Okay.
I'm not able to join. Sorry
Where
so
in
much,
Bhakti,
Prabhuji,
where is
but
Bhakti
I just,
Sangamata? Bhakti
no,
Sangamataji?
in GDY,
Here in GDY.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Prabhu, for
Thank you so
Mataji's
much,
initiation,
Prabhuji.
something be done. Prabhu. So much delay. She wanted to get, I'm not able to do from here. She's not getting, they're not.
Even I cannot do, Prabhu. They are very strong.
Haribo.
Leaders are very strong.
Prabhuji, it's okay. Let it go slowly itself. I'm not in a hurry now. Let it, whenever the Lord will.
Tulsi Mataji
Let
got
it happen.
sheltered, right?
Yes. She got on January.
Yeah.
Oh, got initiated.
No,
No,
sheltered.
sheltered.
So next thing.
I want Anita Mati also to get sheltered somehow. So much time.
Yeah.
I checked with
Thank you,
Raman Prabhu. He said,
Prabhuji.
Maybe she will get Brahmanic directly.
Haribo, pray for that, Prabhuji.
I
She
checked
will
with Raman
bypass
Prabhu
everything.
and Sachi Mata. They said they are not in touch with that. They are just totally in Guru Maharaj's work. So I
Yeah,
checked,
they
can
are
you
in
help?
only. We have to Srirangam Prabhu only.
Yeah,
And
Sriranga Prabhu, I
Gopikan.
just presented my
Papers.
aspiration form 1 month before. So I don't know, the Prabhuji has to
Aspiration paper now only.
Yeah.
You should have done
Yes,
2 years
Prabhuji.
before.
No, Prabhuji, they
Two.
told Prabhuji told me to wait. You wait, we'll get it. So
Aspiration, anybody can do.
I don't know, Prabhuji. When I asked, he told like that. So actually, I got that aspiration 2 years before itself. I got the intimation to get that one.